Well, I had several meetings this month.
Okay.
I dropped by City Hall and met with Peggy Billerman and Wayman Covey. And we talked about some of the issues that I had talked about. Remember about the city's water supply. I want to give some context on what I was talking about. Wayman's doing a wonderful job. He's made several improvements to the city system, but I tried to explain to him that water authority members seem to have a longer term perspective on these issues. And to give an example, Wayman said they were permitted for 700,000 gallons a day, and they were currently using between 5 and 6. So they have a little over 100,000 gallons a day of unused capacity. But when you start looking for long-term planning, that's not a lot of water. And basically what I was talking of is like we had a drought this past summer, but it was an extreme drought, but it was short duration. In 2006, 7, and 8, we had a long-term drought, a multi-year drought with very little winter recharge. And that's the kind of weather pattern that I was speaking of. Wayman wasn't here back then, but he said that they had installed a new intake out there that was a floating intake. And he said with this new floating intake, he said we can get all the water out of the reservoir. Well, my understanding with water in reservoirs, only the top 2/3 are usable. The bottom third of the reservoir is unusable because of water quality issues. So I asked him, I said, you need to ask yourself 3 questions. 1, is our water supply adequate to survive a severe multi-year drought with little winter recharge? 2, if housing takes off again, do we have enough capacity for, to service any kind of growth at all? Do we have enough water to be competitive with other communities to attract new industry here in the county? And to me, I think they answered all 3 of them questions no. But the bottom line is, Peggy said that the city was willing to look at any proposal that we